Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Tell It to Trevor. Today on my podcast, I have.
Tungsten Redd.
Alright, what started your interest in the professional wrestling industry?
I've been a fan since I was a kid, really,
Okay,
and always been watching it. And then was just walking around the stores one day and ended up seeing a flyer for a PWF show. What was it? Masks aren't just for luchadors, I think is what the show was called. And then ended up doing some research and found out that there was a school only like 40 minutes away,
okay.
and they were doing like an open tryout the day after the show. So went to the show and then went to tryout, and that was about 4 years ago, and just been doing it since.
Alright, who are the wrestlers you idolized as a kid?
As a kid, Stone Cold, definitely. Stone Cold was up there.
Stone Cold?
Uh oh yeah. Um, as I got a little bit older, Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt were also pretty big inspirations.
Um, how did you spark your interest in the professional wrestling, like as when you were growing up and.
Um, right now, I'd watch just about any, like, it's like, especially WrestleMania. Like, WrestleMania was the main pay-per-view to watch. Like, we'd have full on parties,
Yeah.
like like get the whole family together and watch WrestleMania. And then like me and my cousin, like we'd always play wrestling as kids, like just being like different characters and just doing random mess. Somehow we didn't end up dying somehow because we did some pretty stupid stuff.
That sounds about like I want to say like all of us as kids. We
Oh
first see
yeah.
wrestling and you see the giant ad on like video games. Do not try this at home. Did
And then
anybody listen to it? No.
and then there we are doing it at home.
Exactly. Sparking the next generation.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because I remember when I first did it, me and my neighbors, we had a trampoline in my backyard, so they were huge wrestling fans, and we had a guy that was like 6 foot for a guy that was like 15. So
Damn.
we would always like just jump him, his brother, and me and my brother would jump the dude just because, hey, why not? He's the tall dude. You gotta take out the big
Like
dude in the group.
that's they'll say that's the yep, that's a big guy. Take him out first.
Right. Um, so we would do it all, and then we had the netting, and then we came up with the idea, okay, this is a steel cage match. I guess we're gonna go with that. The netting is a steel cage. But we would talk to each. I think at one point we were all talking, like making fun of because they'll say, "Don't try this at home," and then like we're all laughing on the trampoline, like, "Hey, remember that saying? Don't try it at home." Too late. I
Way
didn't hear
too
it from
late.
Triple H. Um, what was your first wrestling match like?
My first actual match in front of a crowd was it was it's called a student showcase at the school,
Okay,
and it was actually me and another trainee. Uh, that it's like I go back and watch it now, and kind of like, and it's one of those. It's like for where I was in my wrestling career, it was good.
yeah,
But then I compare it to like what I'm doing now, and
yeah.
I'm just like, wow, this this other guy with red hair sucks.
Um,
Just because of all just because I've just been working and working, and trying to improve all the time. So it's like as I go back and kind of like watch where it was then compared to now, and it's just it's a very very different.
Yeah. Um, what are your goals for the future in the wrestling business?
Honestly, I just want to have fun and just go where it takes me. Whether I stay in the indies, whether I get signed to anywhere,
Yeah.
whether it be wrestling or not. Like I just want to go as far as it takes me and just have fun doing it.
Can you describe your wrestling persona or character for the fans around the world?
Very angry, definitely
Angry.
very angry, vicious, somewhat of a masochist to an extent of like doesn't care about my own well being as long as it hurts you more than it hurts me.
Yeah. Can you share a memorable moment from your wrestling career so far?
Definitely getting to share the ring with Beer City Bruiser. Because he was a guy that I'd sit there and like I'd watch on Ring of Honor when they come on late at night on like the analog TV like
Yeah.
so like because I didn't have cable nothing like that, so I pretty much had a little digital satellite mess that they got now.
Yeah.
And like getting to step in the ring with someone who is not only as knowledgeable as he is, but also someone who like I've seen on TV was kind of like a I'm getting somewhere in this moment.
Yeah. Um, can you describe
So
the
that's
feeling?
definitely a very memorable match to me.
Yeah. Um, can you describe the feeling of winning your first championship?
Um, Kind of surreal. It was actually my first championship. It was a for alternative combat wrestling. It was their tag team championships,
Okay.
and it was kind of so. It was funny because we just kind of just got thrown together as kind of like a yeah, we'll see these guys work. Like their characters are close enough alike. They're both big dudes. We'll see. Like we'll just kind of see where it goes.
Yeah.
And then we ended up holding them things for about a year. And so it was kind of like a surreal moment of being trusted to hold these and make these championships mean something.
Yeah. Um, how do you handle the mental and emotional aspects of wrestling?
You say that again? Like it started cutting out real bad. I couldn't understand what you said.
How do you handle the mental and emotional aspects of wrestling?
Um, we just gotta take it day by day. Like it's one of those. Some days are better than others. Kind of get used to hearing no, like or no answer,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of it is what it is. Like I use it as the mentality of if you don't want me now, don't come at me in 5 years when I'm something and wanting the same price.
Yeah.
And so and always finding outlets, whether it be the gym, hobbies, find something to do other than kind of just sit there and stew over the bad parts, but also take time to like enjoy the good parts of wrestling, like seeing the guys that you haven't seen for a while, and meeting the guys that you wanted to meet for years.
Alright, so we're gonna start this segment called Trev Shock. I don't know if you've heard about it before.
I have not, but I'm all ears.
Alright, so it's like in a business meeting where they had those rapid fire questions.
Oh boy.
So mine is you got 50 seconds to answer 6 questions. They are mainly about you so the fans can know about you more. So if they go to a show, they can really connect over something with you.
Yeah, got you.
Or they find out, oh, this guy is, like, let's say your favorite candy's not candy, a snack is Takis. They could show up one day with a bag of Takis and like, here you go. I know it's your favorite.
Shoot, I'll take free food. I like free food. I'm trying to
Right.
bulk. I'm trying to
Who
get
doesn't?
bigger. So bring me all the free food.
You guys heard it there. So if you ever see him wrestling, bring the dude
Bring me
free,
food.
or take him out to dinner.
Even better. Shoot.
Um. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll start the timer after the first question. Um. Favorite pre-show snack.
M&M's.
Pre-show song that you always go to.
The song called "Usurper."
Favorite wrestler growing up.
Rey Mysterio as a kid.
Favorite sports team.
The Seattle Seahawks, actually.
Favorite color.
Red.
Favorite type of music.
Really anything.
Okay. So you beat it with 24 seconds remaining.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if it did the little effect that I have set up for this every time I put up two thumbs up. I would do like fireworks or put up a thumbs up emoji in a bubble. Let's see. Yep, there we go.
There it is.
That's recently just been a lot of episodes I do for the outro when I'm saying, "All right, guys, that's the end of the episode." You'll just see me through the fireworks and call it good. Because I'm like, look, I didn't have to come up with this. I just messed around with this app and found out. Oh, that's what that does.
That's what I do with a CapCut all the time. I just mess around and find out things like, oh, yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna use that next time.
Yeah. I'm currently been using what's it called? What is my little graph Canva?
I think I've used that a little bit.
That's how I usually do those promo cards I do. So
Oh yeah, I got you.
just because it's easier layout than trying to figure out how to do all that by scratch.
Oh, definitely.
And then it shows at the bottom like where you can see the episodes and it'll say new episode.
All the little information that's needed.
Yeah. Um what are the biggest challenges of being a professional wrestler outside of the ring?
Um, Definitely keeping healthy because bumps hurt. Big shocker, bumps hurt.
Yes.
So trying to keep healthy, trying to stay fit. Um, Especially if you're on a diet on the road because
Yeah.
you know heading home most times it's gonna be 11 mid 12 1 o'clock in the morning. Like the only things open is gas station and fast food.
Mm-hmm.
So so definitely trying to stay healthy is definitely hard. Like you're talking chiropractor, gym, meal prep, trying to do everything you can just to stay healthy.
Yeah. What hobbies bring you joy outside of the wrestling world?
um I I play some video games. Play a little bit of video games. Gym again. That seems to be a big part of my life is going to the gym and picking up heavy things a lot. And just making stuff like blacksmithing's a big I enjoy doing that and just making things, whether it be making my own gear, which isn't a whole lot, but making that or designing stuff, creating stuff, different different things like that.
How do you feel about the wrestling business side of wrestling?
Like the business side, that's a whole new beast. That is because I've never been one for social media really. Like I just kind of I would always pretty much just hop on Facebook, find a few memes that I found funny, share them, and go on about my day. But now it's like I have to think of content and make content and
Mhm.
schedule content. So like the business side as far as social media is definitely a whole new beast, and having to be more active on social media. Um, Contacting different like promoters and getting out there more. It's definitely a whole new beast. That's one of those things that's like doesn't really ever get talked about until you're already in it, and then it's
Yeah.
like, oh crap, like there's more to this than just bumping.
Yeah.
Like it is like you are a business essentially.
Yes. Like I will say, like when I started up this podcast, because I used to do a lot of game streaming on YouTube and Twitch on live streaming back when the PS4 was the big thing that just came out, and I would stream, and I remember my first ever comment was, "This dude is playing on rookie mode on baseball," and I was like, this game just literally just came out. So you can't judge a guy that the game just came out.
Yeah, it's been out for 2 days. I'm still trying to figure out the controls.
Like, because baseball and WWE and NBA, they always change their controls up a
Oh,
bit.
constantly.
And that's why I'm kind of worried because WWE's coming out, I think, in what, 2 days?
I think it's already out.
For the
Oh
pre-orders.
yeah, yeah. That's true. Like the pre-orders are out. I think.
Yeah. Same thing with baseball. Those are out for pre-orders already out. But I'm already like looking at people's like videos to see the controls just to be like, am I gonna suck or am I gonna be like better than my friend just because he's on a retreat and he don't have a system anymore?
Like, I just I just hit the same button, hope for the best.
Right,
Just square, 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 square.
right. Um, how do you feel about promotions shaping the storyline?
Um, I believe the story's honestly just as important, if not more important than the match.
Yeah,
Because like anyone can do a move, anyone can do a suplex, anyone can do a spine buster, but it's what you make those different moves mean and why
yeah,
they're important in the story. And the story is what makes the people come to shows because they want to see how it's going to end, what's going to be the next chapter of the story.
yeah,
And even if there's not a story really in the match, I try to make a story in the match, whether it be the basic David versus Goliath story, or the up and comer trying to make a name for himself, or the or whatever it might be. Like try to make something out of nothing, make the story, because that's what
yeah,
gets people to tune in and to really pay attention to the match.
yes,
So storyline definitely I think need to be a big part in really any promotion that's out there.
yeah. If you could wrestle any legendary wrestler from the past, who would it be and why?
From anyone from the past.
Living and non-living.
Um, I wouldn't really say I'm gonna say doesn't never say the past, but Bray Wyatt would definitely be up there, just because like I was always been a fan of his character and just how he wrestled.
Mm-hmm.
Like how he wrestled is kind of is a part of like how I wrestle.
Yeah,
Like the very much like I'm going to throw my entire self at you, because if I hurt you more, that like if I hurt you more than I hurt myself, that's all that matters.
yeah.
And just he's had like that very much like a aura about him that you're like, this is one creepy messed up dude. And I just think it'd be a very character driven fun time.
I remember, when he first debuted as a Husky Harris,
Oh God, yeah.
and I saw someone do it. Not somebody. WWE Top Slam. It's an app on the game that you can play on the phones, and they revealed Joe Gacy as Husky Harris that way. Like he's not going by Joe Gacy, it's Husky, and I'm like, why? Just keep it as Joe Gacy, but with the parentheses Husky Harris.
Yeah, exactly.
We all know who Joe Gacy is.
I, lo- I love Joe Gacy stuff. He's another one of those creepy like this dude's unhinged.
I kept wondering if they sent the Wyatt Six to NXT, how is that going to play out with Ava? Because last time Joe Gacy was in NXT, Ava was the manager.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's going to
Nice
be interesting how that plays out.
little callback.
Yeah. Which, in my opinion, I think, like, if they're not going to be as hyped up as, like, when they first debuted, when they were the first feud with Cross, AOP,
Yeah.
Authors of Pain, why not just send them to NXT, let more fan base grow down there,
Yeah, kind of build up a little bit.
Yeah, and then when they get called back up, like how they started the Wyatt family in NXT, same thing with bringing back when they had the Shield down there,
Yeah.
or how the Nexus started out NXT and then grew up bigger.
Makes sense.
Yeah. If you could attend a wrestling seminar session with any wrestler, who would you pick?
That's a tough one because like I've already been to quite a few that were really good. I would definitely go to a Chris Hero seminar again. I went to one and it was great. So much knowledge that man has. It's insane.
Yeah.
So Chris Hero's seminar would definitely be up there again.
Yeah. Um, if you could have a wrestling legend as your mentor, who would you pick?
Probably Stone Cold.
Stone Cold?
Just because he was very much like the anti-hero. Like he was the not the happy-go-lucky good guy babyface. He was the guy that you want to see kick the crap out of the guy you hate.
Yes.
And I feel like that's definitely an overlooked quality in a lot of faces nowadays. Is everyone wants to be the happy-go-lucky, yay for me. And it's like, no, like I just want to go out there and hey, you don't like that guy? I'll kick his teeth in for you.
Hmm. That's like, I remember when I first heard Johnny Gargano down in NXT. I was like, this guy's good. I could get behind it just because Johnny did whatever it took to get the win without
Yeah.
cheating. Until then, he turned heel and then took whatever it took to get the win at whatever cost, if it's cheating or not. Same thing with Ciampa when he discovered that NXT World Title reign.
Oh yeah.
Took whatever he could to get that title around his waist still.
Like no matter what, like whether you like him or hate him, he won.
Yeah, it was for like Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa used to wrestle in Charlotte a whole lot under PWX.
Oh yeah, I remember them.
Like for me, like with these TVs I was talking about before we started recording, we have it set up where it has the IWTV network streaming 24/7 on them.
I got you.
So as we're speaking of PWX, the TV just put on PWX,
Good timing.
and then the other one's putting on CZW,
Ah yeah.
which I'm like, okay, I guess I don't know which promotion I'm going to go for this one, but okay. Um, what is your opinion on wrestling crossover events with other sports or entertainment industries?
I think it's great. I think it is amazing because there is a that's basically like an untouched fan base.
Yeah,
Like the place like my home promotion PWF.
I've heard lots about them.
We're kind of doing something like that to an extent. So it's like attracting a whole new fan base that might not have even known much about wrestling or even that wrestling was in the area.
Yeah,
And so now you get to reach out to these fans that that either don't know about wrestling or are just looking for something fun to do, or
Yeah,
they might be like, hey, this looks like fun. Let's go. And then next thing you know, they come the month again and month again. So it's definitely a great way to attract a larger fan base.
yeah, for sure.
Uh-oh.
All right, I'm back. You get my message.
There we go. Yeah, I just seen it.
All right, where did we leave off at?
Um, shoot, I don't remember. My memory's awful.
Okay, we were talking about PWF.
But pretty much how like it's great that like wrestling reaches out to like different, whether it be different sports, different avenues that of fans that may not really know much about wrestling, and try to draw them in.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
I know we've had one of the coaches and a couple of the wrestlers on this podcast. We've
Okay.
had Bojack and what was his name? Um, Travis Weaver,
Oh yeah.
and then I'm also in talks with getting Colby Carino on the podcast.
Oh yeah, he's good. He's great.
Yes. Every time I run into him, I always tell him, like, I gotta get a t-shirt, man. I don't see you enough.
Get one, definitely.
I got one, but I think the one shirt I wanted, he didn't have it in stock.
Of course.
And it's just the one with his logo on it. Like, I have the white t-shirt with, it's the white t-shirt with Carino strong style.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
With it on the back, and then, let's see. What advice would you give to an aspiring wrestler?
Uh, just don't give up,
Okay.
because like everyone advances at their own pace,
Yeah.
and just because something seems it might be difficult now, just keep on trying, keep on listening, keep on asking questions.
Yeah. Can you talk about a significant rivalry you had and how it helped you grow as a wrestler?
Currently in a rivalry right now with uh Travis Weaver. at alternative combat wrestling,
Yeah,
and it's definitely kind of opened my eyes as to like how to keep it going
yeah,
in between this in between the spaces, from like month to month, because most indie shows only run once a month.
yeah,
So how to keep the story progressing in the in betweens,
yeah,
whether it be back and forth on social media, or running into each other and hashing it out, in the at whatever town you happen to run into each other at.
yeah. Um, what was it like working with a particular wrestler that you clicked with in the ring?
There's been quite a few of those. Again, Beer City Bruiser. Um, it was crazy that kind of clicked, with the guy who's been wrestling as long as he has and has the knowledge that he has,
Yeah.
that we kind of had the same
Um,
ideas running into the match, and then worked a tag match at a PWF tag league with Rob Killjoy,
yes.
and how our moves and our styles were so different, but yet we really meshed as a team, and our singles moves became tag team moves organically.
Yeah. Can you describe your training process and what was the most challenging part of learning to wrestle?
Training process. Uh, Colby loves his cardio. Colby is the cardio guy. So uh, Tuesdays, like when he runs training, it going to get sweaty. You going to get tired. So it's definitely like a lot of cardio. Learning like the basic moves, the basic fundamentals that everyone should know, like lockups, chain wrestling, your basic moves, and then learning how to kind of take that knowledge and then twist it into what fits you best and what fits the character best.
Yeah.
The most difficult part is really getting out of your head, because wrestling is a very unnatural thing to do. Like you're falling on purpose. You are taking these moves knowing that you're going to fall on the ground on purpose.
Yeah.
So really, like, getting out of your head, and as dumb as it sounds, just doing it and not thinking about it.
Yeah.
Was a C.W. Anderson I heard say it's going it's gonna hurt, either way you do it, so you might as well do it right.
Yeah. What is your favorite gear that you have ever had made?
So currently I make my own gear, which is really uh jeans that I customize to myself. Um, but my favorite one is probably it's the second pair that I've had, that someone actually put wrote a bunch of names on them, as kind of like a tally mark kind of idea.
Okay.
I mess with this name, I beat them. I cross that name off my list, but it's on my jeans for everyone to see.
Yeah.
And then I took them, and I added the blood, and I added a little catchphrase on the sides.
Yes. Um, and then where can they find you on social media?
Uh, every, uh, Everywhere, Tungsten Redd, Facebook, just the name Tungsten Redd. Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it now, is all at Tungsten Redd. Same with TikTok. And then I've also got a Pro Wrestling Tees site under the same
Oh,
name.
I gotta talk to Pro Wrestling TC about getting some of the podcast merchandise out there.
Go for it, definitely.
And then thank you for being on the podcast today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you to the sponsors of TBD Wrestling, Apple City Championship Wrestling, and Wrestling Evolution.
All
And
good
then,
places.
yes, which one of your coaches are one of the owners of TBD Wrestling.
Yep.
And then, guys, just for a friendly reminder, we are still doing a t-shirt giveaway until WrestleCade week, the day after WrestleCade. So, the Monday after WrestleCade, I will have 2 winners drawn randomly. One for the wrestlers that have been on the podcast. So, if Tungsten wanted to win it,
I
he
do.
can enter in that contest to get a free t-shirt.
I like free stuff.
Who
It's a good
doesn't like
price.
free stuff?
I mean, it's a good price. Freeze for free's a very good price.
And then one for the fans. All you gotta do is pick which design you want. We have 5 designs. Or if you guys don't win it and you still want to win a t-shirt, go to Pro Wrestling Tees after WrestleCade. But see you guys next time. How do we hit the end recording? Let's see.
That's a good question.
I guess we both